Welcome back to Crossword, no, Persona 5 Royal Max Confidants. Last time, we hopefully saved Futaba, and she even awakened to her persona, but, Megid's gonna be... I just noticed the time, and it immediately came into my head. Megid will wait patiently for the cleanse, but only for 25 days. After that, they will begin their assault. But now we're going to be doing a crossword, and then calling Kawakami, because tonight, we'll be doing something kind of interesting. A seasonal skybound event. I think I know what this is. Explosive sound. Yeah, I know what this is too. Actually, wait, no, I don't know what this is, because I thought it was bang, but there's no end, so it would be, boom. I was thinking I can make a joke about a very hammy character from Blaze Blue. Burning metal stick. I'd say sparkler? But those are usually wood from what I've observed. Seems to be correct though. And this is fireworks. Outdoor spectacle has been popular for centuries. Vessels are filled with various chemical compounds to generate color, smoke, and sound upon detonation. Fireworks don't naturally whistle. Yeah, that makes sense. They want to draw attention to the ascent.
Alright.
I see.
I still love how in Japanese the kanji for fireworks are flower fire. I just think that's such a poetic way to describe them. But okay, let's call Kawakami.
What?
Yeah, don't ask why we're so tired,
How's the pressure, Master? Oh.
I thought you'd say something interesting there, but no. I mean, I'm sure she'd approve of what we did for Futaba, but now that we can go out at night, speaking of Kawakami, tonight we were supposed to be getting rank 10 with her, but I've already done that. But I skipped a rank of star in favor of Kawakami ranking up to rank 10, and so tonight, star is available, which means that I can do that now. I just need to make sure I absolutely have a star persona. I do. Okay, let's go. Actually, wait a minute. Nope, okay, did not. Also, you can see the conversations from the calling card, but yeah, she's not here. Every time you want to see Hifumi, always check your text messages, because if you respond yes to one of them, then you won't have to pay the train fare to get to Kanda. It's a Wednesday, so no church items today. Okay, let's hope Hifumi doesn't go full elitist on us when it comes to teaching us the basics.
I'll start.
I still love how hammy she gets while she's playing. She kinda acts like she's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In the anime, at least. Are you sure you aren't related to Owain?
Check.
Yeah, this is also why some people think she was originally going to be codenamed Queen. That's interesting is the one that gives the most points here. Okay, already enough for the next rank up. I mean, we all have our own eccentricities. Though, yeah, I'm now remembering that when I played chess in high school, nobody was allowed to talk during matches, and, the silence could be pretty deafening. Yeah, as I said during Futaba's Palace, otaku is not a very good thing to be called in Japan. Yeah, either of these is okay.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, people on the internet are... well, I don't know. Yeah, it's not fair to say, oh yeah, everyone on the internet is a jerk. Because, you know, I will say that on these videos, I get very good comments usually. It says you just have to not let the internet jerks get to you. Weekly magazines, huh? Why specifically weekly? And what kind of magazines? So this one's interesting. You have to kind of preempt her here and kind of guess based on her facial expression that she doesn't want to. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true. It just depends on what kind of magazine you're putting yourself into. Because even the people on TV are mostly concerned about her looks. Just notice that the two people in the back pews are kind of whispering to each other.
Time.
So hopefully, they're not gossiping about her too. Now, I also need to remember that I have to catch up on one rank of Priestess. But I can maybe do that on one of the days I would otherwise... well, one of the days when the guide says that it goes to the palace, because I'm way ahead of the guide there. But I have a second day that I need to catch up on. Because on the 30th we'll be doing something that the guide doesn't do. There's a certain place. Okay, so she's available today. We're not actually doing that rank up, though.
Yo.
Maybe because there's only one rank left and we have until the end of the year to finish it, so there's no real hurry. But we have friends coming over today, and that's actually not a lie. Because we've got a chariot hangout in LeBlanc, and it gives a guts boost, which is something that I probably want to take. Meanwhile, we've still got Tokyo Emergency playing, which is the name of this song. Who do we have text from? Ryuji, you got plans today? Plans for today? What are your plans? Do you have plans? Everyone wants to know Joker's plans today. Meanwhile, Mejid. And this is a little harsh given that at the time that I'm recording this, there's recently been a big data breach from an Australian telephone company, so yeah. Be careful and don't reuse passwords. So yeah, Ryuji should be here today? Okay, he's at the arcade, huh? Well, in this case, I can kind of preempt something and get a fortune reading today and increase guts, because I'll be needing this tonight anyway. Don't think I've talked to you in a while. Yeah, I'm sure they're making a killing out of this whole cyber awareness season. I do like how they have this guy in a mascot costume there.
What's up? Hey.
So Ryuji doesn't seem available for a LeBlanc hangout today. Maybe you had to have done Yusuke's yesterday for that to happen? I'm not actually sure why he's not having a LeBlanc hangout today. So in that case, let's check what else we can do. There is Makoto. I could rank her up today and make up for the time I missed before.
Well...
Now, if you try and hang out with her during school holidays, she sometimes says something very weird. I don't know if it's if you hang out with her personally or if you answer her text. It probably is her text, but let me just see.
Well...
Oh yeah, here we go, yeah. Let's talk more in the student council room. We can get in through the back entrance. Maybe it was retranslated in Royal, because I seem to remember it was memed on that she originally said something like, let's do it in the student council room. I'll leave the back entrance open for you. I don't know if people were just paraphrasing it or if it really was written that way in the original game. But anyway, oh, this is reminding me of a lot of people that I knew who went to very, very prestigious private schools where I live, and were like, oh no, I got 98% on my exams. I mean, I shouldn't be making fun of that, because a lot of them had so much pressure on them to succeed, but yeah.
Actually...
Well, okay, that escalated quickly. I'm sure many, many fans of this game want to say this, but no, we remember who she is. It is nice seeing the party members make friends outside of the party, though. Yeah, it's always a bad sign when someone asks you that kind of question and you just don't have an answer for it. This is also not a, in my opinion, not a healthy way to do things, though. Yeah, it is important to have a good vision for the future. Yeah, that fits with how she was acting.
But...
Let me guess, that's her now, isn't it? I mean, that's probably not a bad thing. It probably shows that it works.
Yes.
Yeah, I can appreciate
Actually...
that. I like things that are practical. Yeah, I think you mentioned that. But yeah, this explains why, when she was talking with Saya before, she was like, hey, maybe our dad would have agreed with what they were doing.
That reminds me.
That's actually an option, isn't it? No, we're not going to say that.
You're right.
I mean, we already had the sparkle, so we technically could, but no. No, I just feel like that's a bit too sleazy this soon. That's a good line, too. It does kind of remind me of, there was a family in... I was part of one of the pre-made families in The Sims 2 that my sister always played with, but it ended up, the way that she played out all the families, because she played, like, the pre-made teenagers to adulthood, and, got, like, two of them who were dating as teenagers to get married as adults, and, hilariously, the guy ended up in the criminal career, and, the woman ended up in the law enforcement career. So yeah, this reminds me of that. It's always been like a kind of ship that I've always liked, the kind of police officer and thief thing, but I might go into that in more detail later on in this Confidant.
Hey.
Because as I kind of hinted at in Kanashiro's Palace, it does play into why I like this ship so much. So, I don't know what either of those two things are. I mean, I know what a sweater and a cardigan are, but those two things above them, I don't know what either of those words even mean. And yeah, this also is just kind of a very me thing to say, because it reminds me of how I get really bothered by the fact that some people consider shirt and t-shirt to be two completely separate things, rather than, like,
I'll see you later.
and that shirt should only ever refer to the kind with buttons. Like, and I just think, like, shirt should be the general thing that refers to all of them, and t-shirt is a subcategory of shirt, but anyway.
You're back.
Just random things that bug me sometimes.
Inmate.
No, we haven't forgotten. We're going to be doing that eventually. But tonight we have something a little more important. Let's not say that to their faces, though. Yeah, I had a feeling this was more worrying about Medjed. Yeah, it's kind of annoying we're going to be interrupted by a lot of these during summer vacation, even though the deadline is ages. I mean, it makes sense that they'd be anxious about this, but, you know, we the players know that since we completed that dungeon successfully, that, you know, everything's gonna be fine. Also, this is great. Is this the part where, wait, is this the part where Yusuke says an amazing line? Here we go, it is. So, this is yet another one of Yusuke's most memeable lines. Especially because it's cut off in the middle of it. I am most certainly in the mood for something salty today.
I understand why you guys feel nervous, but we'll just have to wait for now.
Now, I really hope that we're not locked out of doing this just because we saw Makoto earlier today. Hopefully this is what I'm thinking of, and I do have a matching arcana, and also if you're gonna do this and you plan on seeing all Confidant events, I would recommend having a Justice persona before you accept this phone invite. Yes, it is. Like a dragon. So, actually, wait, no, I'm gonna leave talking about the title of this film until after we've seen it. So, tonight, and it's important to get a guts reading for this because this will give a huge guts boost, we're going to be seeing Like a Dragon, a dark, serious crime drama about the hidden criminal underbelly of Japan. Makoto, you never told us this was going to be a musical. I also love how pumped she looks at this. So yes, Like a Dragon is named after the Japanese title of the Yakuza series, which is also the English title of the 7th game, and they can get away with that because Yakuza is owned by Sega, which now owns Atlus. I still think, like, honestly,
You're
I
right.
can see Majima making a musical about his own life. It just sounds like something that he would do. And yeah, this is one of these lines that, yeah, not at all is the best response here.
Do you think?
It's a lot like Chie from Persona 4. It's kind of a common trope in Japanese media for girls to be insecure about liking action movies or stereotypically unfeminine things.
Thank you.
Even though it's not really considered as weird in the West. But it is good that, you know, the game doesn't shame Makoto for this, and none of your dialogue options really shame her for it either. Who could it be this hour? Why, it's Akechi saying that he's alone right now. Or, well, alone tomorrow. So, tickets to the Aquarium. The Aquarium, I believe, is a new hangout spot in Royal. So we're gonna go here, because this will unlock the hangout spot. You can also unlock it by reading a book about it, but this way is more fun. Guys' night out at the aquarium. Also sleep with the fishes, yeah.
All right.
Oh no, it says a number of hot springs, but thankfully you never go to a hot spring, you know. Sorry if this is a spoiler, but many people will be pleased to know you never go to a hot spring in this game.
That sounds lovely.
I am watching this after they've revealed that there's going to be just a cloth one, but a replica of his attaché case available for buying the limited edition of the ports of Persona 5 Royal. Once again, obsessed with bringing a girl places, but unlike Yusuke, Akechi doesn't like being told that. Oh, I feel like I haven't been to an aquarium in a really long time.
Huh?
I used to go to aquariums a lot when I was a kid, and for some reason there was this fish that I really liked called blue tang. When I was a kid, I really liked. I think it's the same kind of fish Dory is in Finding Nemo. But like that was long before Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo was like my late primary school years, so it would have been long before that. Huh, I wonder if Oya knows about the first Detective Prince. Why are you here? Alright, yeah, that kind of thing. I wonder what effect that would have on the cognition of palaces. Maybe it might make shadows sometimes appear, I would say in charm status, but charm is brainwashed in this game, and if it made shadows brainwashed, that would set a very weird message. We are fairly close after all, you could say that. Kind of. We have this very strange teeth-clenched relationship where, we're sort of friends, but the rest of my friends hate him, and we have heated debates about the Phantom Thieves. Please don't write about this, Oya. Yep, this is exactly what I was talking about. But yeah, you can say if you like, and this actually gives points with her. So this is one of those hangout events that it's always a fixed one. She'll always show up here. It's not like a random other confidant, but that gives you points with 2 confidants at once. Yes, please don't suspect them of anything. I think that's like massively deflecting. Hey, how about this fish? But no, it's nothing bad. But yeah, careful, Akechi. Don't start suspecting all of our friends.
Thank you.
And so that was a pretty quick day out, but tonight we're going to be doing something that's been a long time coming.
There's still no response from the Phantom Thieves to Medjed. What do you make of this?
Most likely, the Phantom Thieves simply don't have the means of confronting them.
But we will soon.
After all, Medjed is quite different from anyone they've gone up against thus far. It seems their best option is to reveal their identities before more people are needlessly harmed.
You really hit us where it hurts. We're going to beat them, though.
Just as soon as Futaba wakes up. Just gonna be a really long time. Is this gonna repeat the same stuff?
Anyway.
Yeah, it's just repeating the same stuff. So today, in this torrential rain, we're going to the airsoft shop, where we will finally be asking Iwai about the bag. Yep, you need level 4 guts for this. So yeah, this kind of thing that Iwai does in his shop is like model guns. It's an actual thing in Japan, and they do sometimes have questionable legality because unlike a lot of Western model guns, the insides of them actually are fairly accurate to the real thing, which means that it is technically possible to modify them to do things. And that's why, like, recently, there have been laws in Japan that now say that these kinds of model guns need to have completely filled-in barrels, so there's no way they can possibly be modified to shoot anything. But here we had to keep pressing. There's no one around.
Hey.
We can talk, right?
Who the hell are you?
I mean, I guess we're kind of a gun customization guru. Well, at least we will be when we see how good the customization options are.
Huh. You sure about that? You look like a beginner to me. Well, I guess you got the heart of an enthusiast. You're a strange one, kid. Wait a sec. Yeah, this could work. Hey, I can grant that wish of yours, but you better have the money. These things are worth hundreds of thousands of yen per unit.
Oh, don't you worry yourself about that.
Sometimes they even reach the millions, depending on how I feel.
Again, that's an easy target to reach for us.
You're not bluffing, are you, kid? May actually make you more useful if you are. Look, I ain't a bad dude. I've been known to compromise from time to time. For example, you help me out with my business, smuggling goods, destroying evidence, and as a reward, I'll introduce you to the special menu, with good prices for a punk like you. What do you say? Not bad, huh?
What kind of evidence are we destroying here? We are destroying evidence of somewhat harmless modifications, or, you know, dead bodies.
That's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Gotta fight evil with evil. I need a pawn of my own. Don't talk to no one about this. Got it? Just follow my orders. Now what's it gonna be? You gonna take my deal or not?
Well, I mean, this guy actually does turn out to be bad. We can always change his heart, so might as well.
That's fine. Okay, I'll work on that special menu for you. You should be grateful.
And yeah, straight up, you reusing one of his shop lines for an actual bit of dialogue.
It seems you had model guns in your possession as well. Their detail goes beyond a simple hobby. I'm sure some people believed those guns were real. You'll tell me how you procured them, won't you? Spill it.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Hanged Man persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
All right.
Depicting a man hanging upside down from a tree, an allusion to Odin hanging himself from Yggdrasil to gain knowledge, The Hanged Man Arcana represents self-sacrifice, but also looking at things from new perspectives, taking a moment to pause and reflect before making major decisions, or the feeling of being figuratively stuck between two things, two worlds, two different life paths, two extremes. It has a lot of possible meanings. Just like the personas of this arcana, which can be martyr figures, figures stuck between two states of being, or in the case of Huapo, literally associated with hanging. Gameplay-wise, they usually have high endurance stats and lean towards using fire in Persona 5. A common theme in their learn sets is having some kind of passive skill that buffs the rest of their moveset, whether it be an ailment booster or an elemental damage booster. The Hangman Arcana is represented by Munehisa Iwai, a character we met all the way back at the very start of the story, but whose confidant we couldn't start until now because it has a very steep level 4 guts requirement just to initiate it. And we'll be needing maxed guts at rank 8. This one also requires a Mementos mission, but it's one of the easiest ones in the game in my opinion. The guts requirement is much more of an issue. But I said much earlier that guts was a very important stat to raise, especially in Royal. This guy is one of the reasons why. In base Persona 5, Iwai's confidant was not that special. It is, in my opinion, one of the most improved in Royal, for two reasons. The first is that the Ultimate Hanged Man persona has one of the best traits in the game. I can't stress this enough, that trait alone is worth maxing Hanged Man for. And then there's his confidant benefits. All of them have to do with customizing your guns. In base Persona 5, Iwai could not customize guns you made via itemization in the Velvet Room, and since all the best guns were made that way, that made his customizations almost worthless. In Royal, Iwai can customize Velvet Room guns now. On top of that, his customizations are very worthwhile now. Not only can they greatly increase the accuracy or damage of guns, but at rank 3, you get access to camo customization. Status ailment guns are the most reliable way to inflict burn, freeze, and shock once you've unlocked them. Given how good technical damage is in Royal, you really want these. Unfortunately, it's dependent on the party member who gets which ailment, and the ones who get stuck with burn get the short end of the stick, since only wind technicals off that. Freeze and shotguns, though, are good enough to trivialize any encounter that doesn't null gun. Additionally, there's an ability of a later confidant that makes ailment guns even better. Finally, Iwai got a brand new rank 10 ability in Royal. At that point, all gun customizations become free. So not only did guns themselves get a massive upgrade in Royal, but Iwai's much improved confidant makes them even better.
Oh yeah, when I don't got any business going on, I'll have you do some miscellaneous chores. Clean, run errands. There's plenty for you to do around here. Must be pretty exciting for an enthusiast like you, huh?
So what he's referring to is just basic confidant stuff. It's not actually a part-time job or anything like that. But one thing that I want to talk about while we're going through the Royal added part of him getting our numbers is that Iwai, he is voiced by Kaiji Tang. And when I first heard this game in Japanese, I felt utterly convinced that Kaiji Tang was going to end up voicing Ryuji. It might have been because he looks similar to Owain from Fire Emblem Awakening, but yeah, that's who I always thought would voice Ryuji, and turned out that Kaiji Tang was in the game, just as a different character entirely. And I'm totally fine with this, because Max Middleman just does a fantastic job of Ryuji. I think I've said before that I was never hugely into his performances as Leo and and Kaden in Fates. I just found them a little bit generic, but as Ryuji, he's fantastic, and in fact, I've only liked his performance more and more as I've been doing this playthrough. Like, I never realized just how good his performance was until now, but this right here, this is something that... This is the reason why I did Futaba's Palace early, because the Max Confidant guide that I'm following actually misses this event. And this requires you to have sent the calling card on or before the 28th. So, let's go. I have never seen this event before, so this is going to be news to me. I didn't realize that it would be a suspicious person investigation. I thought it would just be having fun hanging out at the Planetarium. Oh, wait a minute, I think I know what this is.
All right.
So, first an aquarium, now a planetarium. What are we, Magic School Bus? Still one of my favorite shows from my childhood.
It seems...
So I don't actually know what the correct options are for this since I've never done it before, but I'm just going to say what I feel like. I don't need any extra points with any of the confidants involved here, so it's fine. I mean, not yet, but, huh. Okay, so you are aware of the rumors of the suspicious guy. Are you aware the rumors are you? Oh no, it's a fan site post. I mean, that doesn't usually indicate someone dangerous. Beauty of the universe, some kind of worldly balance. Well, I mean, they could be one of those JRPG villains being like, I have to perfectly balance everything. I will perfectly balance the world by destroying half of every... You know, get the idea. So, yeah, I've already pretty much figured what the punchline of this is going to be.
What a coincidence.
Of course it would be him. I mean, okay, this is kind of... The thing is, I can seriously see Yusuke starting a cult. Wow, both of these sound kind of mean. You know, that's true. Yeah, see, this is the thing that, I think I mentioned before. Mishima only really knows the original 3 Phantom Thieves, minus Morgana. He doesn't know any of the other members. People have described his relationship with the Phantom Thieves as parasocial, so yeah, that's another piece of evidence of it being that. In Yusuke's own words, I should have known. Yeah, let's just put this all behind us. And we at least get to have a fun time in the planetarium together. Now I'm just half expecting a voice to pop in saying, millions of years ago! Even though it was just Yusuke being Yusuke.
Yes.
Okay, at least I got a couple of the 3-note answers.
Shall we return home?
And hey, we got to spend time indoors during a heat wave in a probably very well air-conditioned place, so I'm sure they enjoyed that.
Man, it's hot.
Okay, so today we were supposed to be doing a couple of things to boost guts, but I think I might want to move them to tomorrow because that way it'll be more efficient to get the fortune reading. Speaking of which, we're going to be hanging out with Fortune tonight, but first, the enemy is controlling Feather Owl's body, making him eat plate after plate of delicious curry. Can Yellow Owl overcome the curry, or will he explode first? Revive and fight, Phoenix Rangers. Next episode. When it comes to curry, always bet on yellow. This just reminded me, like earlier in this series, with the Big Bang Challenge, I referenced that Monty Python skit about the man exploding from the wafer thin mint. I've never seen it, and I probably don't want to now because from what I've heard, it's actually considered so disgusting that even Quentin Tarantino couldn't stomach it. Which is definitely a mark of something. So yeah, we're going to be doing a verification test here. I have Stone of Scone. Yeah, we have to do a generic spend time here.
Yes.
And no inviting Chihaya to hangout spots. That would be a little bit weird this early in the relationship. And there we go, we're able to get the next rank up.
Goodbye.
And yeah, as you can see there, it says Hot Night. On a hot night, the drinks are also sold out.